Hi YouTube, it's Precious. I'm back for video number 2. First of all, I just want to say thank you for all those who watched my first video and have subscribed, and for the comments that I received. Thank you so much. I actually shared it on Facebook and received a lot of love there as well, so thank you once again. As I mentioned in my first video, I just want to talk about Tricare and my process that I have to go through for being approved for the weight loss surgery. Hopefully this video is not long. If it starts to go on too long, I'll make 2 parts. So let's get right into it. I didn't mention it in the first video, but I am 32 years old. So I'm 32 years old, I am 5'5", and currently as of last Friday, I am 275 pounds, 0.4. I've recently learned that that point makes a lot of difference. So 275.4. And that is like 3 weeks time. It took me 3 weeks to lose about 5 pounds. And that's okay. I started at 280. But I'd rather, lose 5 pounds than no pounds. So it's a big accomplishment for me. Let me get into Tricare. When I came back from vacation in June, I started researching what was required, if it's covered, what I need to do and stuff like that. Looked online because that's the easiest way for me to access the information. Looked online, and as I read it, I was completely confused. I felt like it was a lot of contradictory information, and I was just like, really? So I kind of called and spoke to a representative with Tricare, who furthermore confused me. Like literally, she read verbatim what I seen online. No help to me at all. So what I ended up doing was thinking, well, how am I going to get this information? I had no idea where to start. I didn't know if I needed to go to the nutritionist first or my primary care physician. I really didn't know. So what I did was I remembered I used to volunteer with this one lady who actually had gastric bypass about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. So I reached out to her on Facebook just asking, help, what did you do? Where did you start? She was so nice and helpful with connecting me with 2 other ladies who had the surgery here on post, and the case manager for her surgeon. So I ended up calling the case manager, speaking to her. Her name is Angela Angus, and she's the case manager for Dr. Carl Tadaki with Heart Memorial Hospital. She basically gave me everything I needed. She says that, of course, you have to be 18 years old. Check. You have to have a BMI of over 40. Mine is actually, it was 46, so check there. Or it could be 35 with 1 comorbidity, and that's like sleep apnea, diabetes, hypertension, something like that. So qualified that way. And she says you need 3 months of supervised weight loss with a nutritionist. And she gave me the phone number to the nutritionist here on post. So I was like, that's it? She was like, that's it. And she informed me that whatever surgeon you chose would have other tests and stuff that you would have to do, when that comes up. She says that night, actually, they were having an informational session for Dr. Tadaki at Heart Memorial Hospital. So, of course, my husband, my kids, and I, we went. As soon as we walked in, so funny, as soon as we walked in, my husband immediately recognized Dr. Tadaki. He's like, I know him. He was the surgeon. He was a surgeon on post at the hospital. He actually did my husband's appendectomy. He was like, he's the best that they had. You're in good hands. He was like, thumbs up, you're in good hands. I'm not worried at all. So that was all the confirmation I needed that Dr. Tadaki and his group would be where I proceeded with. After the seminar session, we stuck around, and my husband talked to Dr. Tadaki, and Angela basically told me, with Tricare, you have to get a referral. Regardless of what's wrong with you, you have to go to the primary care physician first. Whether it's something wrong with your feet, they have to refer you to a podiatrist. If it's something wrong with your ears, you have to go to ENT, but you have to go to your primary care first. So, couldn't go around that. That's what it is. They gave us some forms to complete. And we had to turn those in before we could schedule our first appointment with the surgeon. When we got home that night, literally I was so gung-ho about everything, and I was like, okay, this is good, this is great. I filled out the forms that night, and luckily my husband works at the hospital, and he hope he doesn't get in trouble. He works at the hospital, so he was able to actually go to the clinic where my primary care physician is and speak to the nurses like, my wife needs a referral for bariatric services. Cool, all right. They put it in, no problem. I sent in my paperwork to Angela by fax, and once she received the referral, and she called me and was like, hey, got everything? Got an appointment scheduled for the 29th of July. That was super quick. I mean, I just felt like everything was, you know, moving according to plan. I went in, had an appointment with the nutritionist, Laura Bottoms. And I'm mentioning these individuals' names. I just want a disclaimer. I'm mentioning their names, but I've already got permission from them that I can mention them. So, okay. Laura, the nutritionist, basically informed me 3 important things. One, that I had to eat 3 times a day, at least 3 times a day. That was my biggest issue, because I would go all day long and eat maybe once, at the most twice a day. It's like I felt like in my mind, the more I ate, the more weight I would gain. And she had to like really break it down and explain to me that I'm doing my body more harm by not eating. I had no idea. So I was like starving myself, but I wasn't losing any weight. So her main thing was to eat at least 3 meals a day. No more sodas, no more, you know, caffeine. She basically said I need to drink only water, which it was kind of hard at first, but I'm so used to it now, it's like nothing. She also stated I need to eat at least 12 to 14 calories a day and 60 to 80 grams of protein. It sounds easy, but literally trying to get the protein in, like calculating, I've never looked at a label, like been focused on it like that for a couple years now. So I was like, okay, here we go. She also said that I needed to sign up for MyFitnessPal, which is a great app. It's an app, or you can do it online, and basically it's just a food journal or diary of what you eat: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. You can put your cardio in, your waters the water you consumed, and everything. So it's pretty easy to use. It's been really quick. All I basically do is get the bar scan thing, scan the barcode or whatever I'm eating, and it pops up everything right then and there, calculates everything for me. Easy peasy. I'm looking down because I have notes here because I want to try to stay on track, so forgive me if you see me looking down. Let's see here. So after I met with Laura, a little while, probably about a week later, is when I went in for my first appointment with Dr. Tadaki. I was like completely thrown back in amazement at how honest he was. From straight out the gate, he was super honest and basically said, listen, I'm 1%. Me doing the surgery for you is 1% of your success. The other 99% is up to you. It's up to you how well you're going to follow your meal plan, how well you're going to exercise and take your vitamins. Everything is completely up to you. The surgery is 1%. And that resonated with me, and I completely understood. I know that this surgery is not an easy way out. It's absolutely not, because the majority of the work is going to come from me doing it. I'm going to have to put in the work, put in the effort in order to be successful. And I am ready to take on that. I'm ready to take it on. That's why I'm going through this, or we're going through this together. So after I met with Dr. Tadaki, went in and sat with Laura, and she gave me a list of some to-dos, basically just things that needed to be done for them. Let's see. Chest x-ray, blood work, cardiology, pulmonary function tests I had to do, swallow study. Oh my God, the swallow study. Okay, let me just take a moment. The swallow study, so disgusting. Like, you have to be NPO obviously the night before to the morning of the procedure. You go in, they make you drink this disgusting white like chalk type stuff. They make you drink it while they're taking pictures or x-rays of you swallowing. I literally was about to throw up on the table. It was so disgusting. And the guy kept saying swallow, but mentally I could not get it down. So it was horrible, but I made it through. Along with the swallow study, you have to meet with the psychologist. And you have to be cleared, obviously, to make sure that you're mentally capable and ready to do that. I met with Dr. Yuri's office in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and went in. Actually, I went in the Friday I had the appointment with Angela. I went in like 2 days later. The initial appointment was basically background information about me. I've never seen a psychologist before or anything like that. And I had to take like a written test of 165 questions or so. And that is supposed to determine whether or not I'm mentally stable enough to have this procedure at that time. So did that. I went back for a follow-up appointment recently and was told that I was cleared to go. They had no reason for me, you know, not to. That everything looked good with that. So far I've had 2 appointments with the nutritionist. One being last Friday where I lost 5 pounds or so. And she was really excited, really happy at the progress I've made so far in these 3 weeks. Guys, I don't know if you understand, but my process from July the 6th to now has not been that long. I mean, it really hasn't. And I don't want to say July 6th. July 6th being the date that I called and spoke to someone about the information up until now, which is the 16th of August. I've done so much and I've, made so much progress. I feel like it's coming quickly. Angela indicated that I'm looking at early October surgery date when I actually go see her on the 26th of August. So hopefully I can go have an EDK or EDG. I can't remember. EDG. That's my husband back there. I told him to come say hi. But EDG, I'll have that done in September sometime. So once that'll be the last thing I have to do. And then I'm pretty much ready for surgery in October. I mean, even just saying it's just like, it makes me feel like I just had to like exhale or something. Cause I'm so excited. I'm super excited, and it's went by really fast. I thought it was gonna be like months, like 6 to 9 months before I was gonna be able to have the surgery. But everything is going by so fast, and I just pray to God that nothing comes up that stops or stalls the process, actually. So that's about it as far as where I am now. The upcoming appointments I actually have an appointment tomorrow the 17th, and I may do another video to update you on what that was, but it's with my primary care physician because she has to give me a referral for cardiology and general medicine. So those are 2 more that I have coming up. Hopefully my husband could get those referrals because he's already on leave, because he's leaving in a couple weeks to go to training. So that's about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you again for those who subscribed and commented, and for all the love that I've been receiving on Facebook and just family and friends. It means so much to me, really deep down inside, it really does. I'll come back next week with another update, and maybe I'll get into some of the things that I've been eating, some of my faves, as far as ways to get good protein in. So stay tuned. God bless, and thank you so much for watching.